Welcome to Synchro Galactic Yoga on this radio plasma called Alpha. And on Alpha, we're talking about the Vishuddha throat chakra, where we're going to first begin to meditate the chakra. When we meditate the chakra, what we're basically doing is taking an assessment. What type of powers does the throat chakra have? It has the powers to communicate. It has the powers to use analytical wisdom in order to discriminate between messages of the higher self and messages of the ego. For the most part, these are the power of the throat chakra. Communication is very key. Telepathy also, because it is the first chakra of the telepathic quantum. Now, this chakra is physically located at the throat, the neck area, the mouth. It has something to do with the jaw and even the ears. It's connected with the element of space or ether. The ability to speak from the heart and the mind. These are the things that we'll be able to do when this chakra is open, when it's fully balanced. We don't have a problem with speaking from the heart and the mind with clarity and to listen with compassion. Now, if it's out of balance, we may suffer sore throat, jaw pain. You can have pain or stiffness in the neck. You might find yourself talking too much and not knowing when to stay quiet. So we're going to be focusing on the powers, and we're going to be looking out for feedback loops. Activating the radio plasma. Today is the radio plasma of Alpha. My country is the unborn ultimate sphere. I release the double extended electron at the South Pole. Turn within and look at the South Pole. We're looking at dark ups. The electrons are parts of cosmic electricity that do double duty. They are there to make happen whatever it is that you are proclaiming, especially from the superconscious. And the superconscious is a part of Alpha. Number 3, when we engage the mental spheres, what are we saying? For this particular mental sphere, it's going to correspond to the 5th time dimension, 5th mental sphere. The radio time of the superconscious is the 5th dimensional higher self. It's characterized by an electrical hyperclarity. It is definitely not of this world. And then number 4, we're going to open the head tag gate. We're going to be talking about the cosmic electricity. We're going to be talking about the mantra, how we put our hands like we see on the picture in front of us, and the sacred letters of Ra, 414. That's the BMU for Ahau, the sun. We're looking at meditating the Vishuddha throat chakra. That's the first level. Second level, we're going to be activating the radio plasma Alpha. Third level, we're going to engage the mental sphere, the superconscious. And this sphere is increasingly activated with the advent of the noosphere, and it's characterized by total holistic perception. We're not going to leave the noosphere out, because that is what's give us a new thought or thought that's being put out there. And we can also put in higher thoughts so that everyone can begin to catch it. But we're here, increase the vibration and the quality of our thoughts so that the noosphere can breathe and that we can collect the information that we need from it. 4th level, opening the 5th head tag gate, 414, which is going to be the yellow sun again. Let's get started by paying attention to the superconscious, first of all. We know that this sphere is the receiver station for telepathic mind programs from higher dimension. The head tag gate Alpha helps us to discriminate between messages of ego and messages from higher mind when we're operating in natural process of this sphere. So we're not hurried, we're not frantic, we're not anxious, we're operating in a natural process. Now, here is the seat. We're still talking superconscious. It's the seat of the cosmic consciousness that is activated by natural mind meditation. Superconscious refers to meta or beyond, and we hear a lot about meta, especially when it comes down to the metaverse that Zuckerberg is talking about. We don't want our superconscious to be connected with social media, period. And I'm really need for people to understand that. You might say to yourself, well, I know the difference. Do you really? Space-time programming. You have to understand, we live in a dome. We live under a dome. This whole earth is a program. Everything is electrical. We're here in this crucible, if you will, to do a work. And we have to know the difference between reality and the greater reality and somebody else's projections. Only when telepathic continuing consciousness has been normalized does superconscious functioning become normalized. At this stage, the universe has been reformulated from within. Corresponds with radioplasma alpha and hyperplasma hyperelectronic superconsciousness. Now, that's a lot of hypers, isn't it? All that means is that it's bumped up. And we're talking red quality. Well, we're talking force fields. We're talking energy. Let's begin to sit in a comfortable meditative posture. Keep our spine erect and body relaxed. And with the body completely still, we're going to practice clearing our mind, which is natural mind meditation. So once that mind is sufficiently clear, we're going to direct our attention to the throat or the Vishuddha chakra. When it is pure and translucent, radiating from our throat, we're going to allow it to dissolve and transform itself into a blue 16-petal lotus. And the Vishuddha chakra is the channel of communication, bringing the fourth dimension through to the third dimension. This deals both with the mental and emotional bodies and is the center for artistic expression and communicating intelligence derived from the higher mental spheres, fifth and sixth mental sphere. When this chakra reaches its highest state, sounds emitted take on magical qualities that change the space of the listener through vibration. Okay, to activate this Vishuddha chakra, you might recite prayers, sing devotional songs, or practice the mantra. Chant Ah 7 times to open the throat chakra. Now, this chakra is governed by the feminine principle of Shakti goddess Shakini, meaning knowledge. And we'll notice that all 7 of these major chakras are governed by feminine principles. So let us put our hands in the form that we see in the top left as we recite the affirmation for the Vishuddha chakra. May the vision of the star elders of the great councils of light and wisdom speak through me so that all may ascend to sublime grace. Level 2, activating radioplasma alpha. Breathe deeply through your nostrils and allow your awareness to flow up your nose and down into your throat. Bring your awareness to the inner alpha plasma at the center of the chakra. Visualize the yellow symbol, radiating luminous streams of white light. Repeat the following while focusing on your throat chakra. My country is the unborn ultimate sphere. I release the double extended electron at the South Pole. Now cover your left nostril with your left thumb and breathe deeply 3 times in and out through your right nostril. Flash on to the alpha plasma and feel the light streaming in from the universal mind, purifying your throat chakra and cleansing all your communication channels. Now, cover your right nostril with your right thumb and repeat the 3 breaths, focusing all your attention on the throat chakra. Alpha plasma charge is the first stage of the 3-part telepathic quantum. Level 3, engaging the 5th mental sphere, superconscious. Visualize the 5th mental sphere situated in the brain above the left ear in the left cerebral hemisphere. This is the seat of the 5th dimensional higher self and functions with the 4th dimensional other. Now, this mental sphere governs and activates the right lateral hemisphere that's between our right ear and right temple. It also sends paranormal impulses to the 1st mental sphere, the preconscious. Superconsciousness lies behind the veil of waking consciousness. Now, it's sometimes referred to as cosmic consciousness or Christ consciousness. Our thoughts are electronic lines of force that release into the atmosphere and create specific effects according to the strength of the thought. To embody a superconscious state of mind requires persistence and attentive concentration and devotion to meditation practice. Level 4, opening the 5th heptad gate, 414. Visualize the blue 16-petal lotus, the Vishuddha chakra, with the yellow alpha plasma superimposed over it at your throat. Hold this visualization and feel the two intermingle as you chant the sacred letter Rum for as long as your breath can sustain it. Locate hashtag gate 414 and the hyper-electron symbol on the 441 Hollow Mind Perceiver. Its matrix location is V11, H14, 8th circuit, 9th time dimension, inner core time. Now located in your body at the front, center, top of your skull. Visualize the hyper-electron with the spiraling red quality force field above the yellow alpha in your throat chakra. Take the hyper-electron into the 5th mental sphere, 5th time dimension, where it activates the superconscious as hyper-electronic superconscious and forming mental spheres 1 and 2. From the 5th mental sphere, mentally direct the black hyper-electron to the throat chakra and impress it above the alpha seal. Hold this with 4 alternate nostril breaths, 4 times in and out through each nostril, followed by 1 breath through both nostrils. Descend the central column, the spine, secreting the hyper-electron red quality force field into all 144,000 electric fibers of the astral body. Practice the breath of fire, rapid, shallow breathing through the nose, transmuting any blockages or obscurations into streams of crystal clear hyper-electronic superconscious spreading through your entire nervous system. The black hyper-electron with spectral electric red quality force field vibrates subtle activating electronic force into all etheric fiber. Descend back down central channel and leave alpha at the throat chakra. Return your consciousness to the 5th mental sphere. Then close and seal the hashtag gate at the front top of your skull. Relax, breathe slowly and deeply, at least 13 times.